शुरू कर देना।
Have you done it?
Yeah. Live.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome to the first live of 2023 from my side. I know we've done a lot of lives with a lot of other guests, but welcome to today's live. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's very close to my heart, which is getting a chance to go abroad and experiencing business and a culture outside of India. We are going to be talking about the AltUni International Business Immersion as well. But before I start, just want to see, waiting for more people to join. So if you are already live and you've joined, if you could just put a simple hi into the chat box, I think I will know that at least a few people are there, and then we can talk about today's agenda and whatever I wanted to speak about. Okay, I can see hi from Debayan. If I could get more people to just say hi. Hello, Navi. Sorry, I'm just using my phone to check the comments. Hopefully, if you all have questions, I can answer them as well quickly while the session is on. So, guys, 2023 is the year when InsideIIM as well as AltUni go global. You guys are aware of Conversations Cafe, our flagship property. This channel is named after Conversations Cafe. We are going to be doing our first ever international Conversations Cafe in Dubai this year in March. And we have an amazing lineup of speakers who are going to be part of that. But yeah, if you're there, please say a quick hi so that I know that there are a few of you who've joined. I think the Conversations Cafe Dubai edition is going to be phenomenal. We have some amazing people who graduated from top universities in India and who've gone abroad and done amazingly well. So many of them are entrepreneurs. So many of them are currently at the top echelons of management in some of the biggest global companies. While they're only starting with Dubai, you will find that that number is only going to go up in terms of the kind of cities we go to this year. So we have another Conversations Cafe lined up abroad in the month of May, which is going to happen in Singapore. Super excited about that too. But today, obviously, we're going to be talking about Dubai primarily. So the larger idea behind launching the AltUni International Business Immersion is to get people in India who don't necessarily go to top universities, but are extremely passionate about not just wanting to immigrate abroad, but are also just generally interested in knowing how business is done abroad. Now, I can tell you that in my own life, amongst the most life-changing things was the opportunity that I got to go on a 4-month exchange abroad, where not only interacting with students was a high. I don't want to talk about the travel because everybody talks about the fact that you can backpack across Europe, etc. But I think just the opportunity to interact with companies that are operating abroad and meeting professionals who are operating in a completely different geography is something that really enriched my overall experience. So, for example, I was at a university in Switzerland, and we had a recruiter day almost every day of the week. Some of the biggest recruiters, right from BCG to Julius Baer, all of them used to come regularly, and just generally have a conversation with everyone, not just students from Switzerland, but students from across the world. Talk about what the work culture is like, talk about how business in those countries is actually done, what are the upcoming sectors, what are the things that are exciting, what is it that the government and the companies of those regions are betting on. And that was, according to me, one of the highlights of that particular thing. And based on that, I think we've come up with the AltUni International Business Immersion, where we are going to take AltUni students, as well as anybody else who has a great profile, with us to Dubai from 12th to 16th of March. Get you to meet various companies based in Dubai. They could be of Indian origin, they could be of Middle Eastern origin, they could be companies originally based out of America, but are operating there now. And the idea is to help you get a flavor of how business is being done there. Right now, Dubai, for example, is currently amongst the top 5 immigration hotspots in the world. The government is actively trying to get people who are skilled and who can add a lot of value to their country. And we thought it's a great opportunity to get, some of our top performing AltUni candidates to actually go there, experience what it's like in Dubai. Now, a lot of these details are available on our website. You can, put in a query there as well with respect to, when, how, what is going to be covered as a part of this. I see some questions here. I think Adarsh is asking, what are the activities covered in AIBI? Can a working professional go ahead and enroll in this? So Adarsh, the entire point of AIBI is to help working professionals also be able to go there. Now, unless your company is going to, give you an opportunity like this, or unless you work, you are enrolled in a really top university, you probably won't get that chance, and which is what AltUni is going to do. AltUni is an alternative university, and the idea is to help people get experiences that only the supposedly mainstream universities give, right? And hence, it is absolutely for people, who are working currently. Obviously, you'll have to apply for leave wherever you are working currently and come with us, but that's open to everyone. In fact, we prefer working professionals, if I may add that. While it's open to freshers, I think working professionals can add more value to the entire cohort, when we are traveling to various companies, because you obviously are also going through some experiences of your own in your current job. So absolutely, it's open to everyone. The idea is that we will visit companies across a few sectors. So we've earmarked the hospitality industry, the retail and real estate industry, the fintech industry, and obviously, finance is always going to be a big part of whatever we do. And these industries will be covered, where you actually get a chance to interact with leaders of these companies. You also get a chance to visit some of these companies. In most cases, we'll actually be in the offices of these companies, and hopefully you'll get a chance to see how business is done. In fact, we're also going to be going to one of the top most rated hospitality chains, and you'll actually understand how business is done by a chain like that. I mean, it's a very, very popular hospitality chain. I'm not going to talk about the name of that chain right now, but you will know more about it soon as we roll out more details about the program. But the idea is that not only do you get a 1-hour tour of the property, you also get to understand how the entire operation works. It's not easy to book a room in that property, and you will actually get a chance to understand the business of you know luxurious hospitality as a part of that. So that's one of the visits that we are doing. One of the other visits that we are doing is with a fintech company, going to be talking about Web3, and obviously there is a lot of crisis currently going on in that industry. I think we think it's going to be interesting to pick brains of people who are currently operating in that space. While people feel that it's going to be a very difficult time, we think there is obviously always opportunity in crisis. So what exactly are people who are working in that industry doing? So that's another of the visits that I'm personally very excited about. Then there is obviously retail, which is massive in Dubai. I think if you've seen any kind of videos of places in Dubai, the malls, the shopping, it's obviously a country that attracts people from across the world. And to get a behind the scenes view of how exactly is business done in and how is the marketing of that business done, right? Like, it's one thing to say सिर्फ एक mall खड़ा कर दिया is not the entire thing. There is a larger marketing exercise which is being done to ensure that people actually get attracted to buying the stuff that they buy, and that is something that one of the homegrown players there in Dubai is going to help us understand, give us a view of what it takes to host some of the biggest luxury brands and some of the biggest sports brands of the world. And then, what are the things that go into ensuring that people have a great retail experience and they, eventually end up, buying and increasing the order value. So that's going to be another of the visits that we are planning. We are also going to be meeting a consumer goods company. It's again a very, very popular brand that most of you would have heard of. And we have an opportunity to, again, interact with the leaders and understand, how that brand is being marketed in that area, and what are the kind of, things that go into not just running that brand in the Middle East, but how is that brand also run in Africa? What is going on currently in these areas? I think sometimes, there is obviously a lot of talk about India doing very well right now and India being at the center of the world. And obviously there is nothing to take away from that. But I think we are often very insulated. So we are not really exposed to what's going on and what is potentially going to be an India equivalent, say 20 years from now. And there is a very high chance that India equivalent will probably be, in a continent like Africa. Now, a lot of companies who, run operations in Africa are actually based out of the Middle East. So as a part of the visit that we are doing, I think you'll also get exposure towards understanding this particular area as well. And, actually getting an insight into what could be those markets that some of the smartest people in the world are looking at, which are going to be there 20 years from now, right? There's one question I see here from others. I've been working as a lead business analyst for 6 years. I would like to get into product management. So how is the product management job market in Dubai? So others, I don't have an answer to that question. How is the product management job market in Dubai? I think it's possibly like the product management market in most parts of the world right now. Obviously, the tech industry is going through a bit of a flux at this particular point of time. But I think the way to think about this is that rather than looking at just one specific domain and one specific role, look at understanding the overall business landscape that is currently there in the world and how business is done. If you want to become a product manager's first core job is to understand the consumer and get insight about the user, right? And the idea is that, through visits like these and through immersions like these, you get a slightly better understanding of the user. You then use your insights from the user, extrapolate it with data, and then maybe your understanding and whatever upskilling you have done in say design, you extrapolate, all these three things and become a better professional. Now, what we are also going to be doing is probably going to also be doing a session with some of the Dubai-based immigration consultants to just understand, how the entire market operates. And maybe you will get some insight into your specific question there as a part of AIBI. But we need to look at the immersion from a larger context and not just limit it to one specific role, or a particular job opportunity. AIBI is not to help people get jobs there. You may end up getting a job, via the networking that you do when you are there, or potentially there could be internship opportunities that some of the people that we meet may offer to AltUni candidates. But the point of taking people there is not that we are going to get people interviews, to work in Dubai. Please don't have that misconception. The idea is that you will become a better professional because you get global exposure. You will get global exposure by meeting leaders of some of the top organizations based out of Dubai. And you also get a chance to be part of Conversations Cafe, which is our flagship event, right? So that's broadly it. And of course, apart from that, we also take you to Dubai Expo, the Global Village, the Museum of the Future. And there are obviously a lot of these kind of other excursions as well that we are going to be making bit part of. But the core purpose is that a cohort of 30 people will go there. There is a dedicated coach that we have. Our coach is somebody who's graduated from IIM Calcutta, worked at Goldman Sachs previously, and she will be guiding us throughout the various visits that we do. There will be a briefing session, a debriefing session. There will be a way in which we will distill all the learnings that we do over the course of the 4 days. And the idea is to make you a better professional by the end of it. And that's going to make the entire experience, absolutely worth it. Sorry, I think there's some question that you got. I'm just going to share my screen, so that there is some structure to what I'm talking about. Okay, I think my screen has now been shared. Yeah, so key highlights of the immersion. Like I said, there'll be 8 industry visits and expert interactions that will happen over the course of the 5 days. We'll also visit some futuristic innovations and global cultures. There will be stay, which will be in a 4-star property from absolutely a brand that you recognize. Also spoke about Conversations Cafe already at the start of the session. And obviously you also have a dedicated coach who has got great pedigree, and she will help you distill all the learnings. Over and above this, like I said, we'll also be doing a session with an immigration consultant so that you could try and figure out what are the ways in which one could actually get a chance to work abroad. Okay, let me just. So my screen seems to have gotten stuck. Yeah, these are some of the speakers that we already have confirmed from our Conversations Cafe series. Again, impeccable backgrounds of the people that you see on the screen. Amit Gupta started his career with Lehman Brothers, then worked with Barclays, then ended up founding Altitude Trading, which is one of the biggest Indian-run commodity trading firms based out of Dubai. Ankur Gupta, he was at XLRI Jamshedpur, joined the popular Tata Administrative Services and the TAS program. He is the head of growth and corporate affairs based out of Middle East. He is also going to be one of the speakers. We have Gautam Gurnani, who was earlier with Goldman Sachs. He's also a gold medalist, chartered accountant, CFA. Is currently a senior VP at Dubai Holdings. Extraordinary career he's built. Then we have Rima Mahajan Gupta. Again, she is a mini celebrity in Dubai. Runs this extremely popular group called Indian Women in Dubai. Again, in terms of their educational backgrounds, IIT Delhi, IIM Bangalore, XLRI Jamshedpur, and we're going to obviously share names of more speakers as and when we get confirmations from them. So some of the companies that you're definitely working with, I told you about is the Tata Group of companies. The visit that I was talking about is going to take place at the Taj Exotica, which is in the hospitality industry. Senior management of Voltas, TCS, we are looking to meet. These are obviously some of the other things. This is how our plan will look like: day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And like I said, as we get more and more confirmations from various organizations, we'll be sharing this with you guys. So yeah, I think broadly, this is what we have in mind at this particular point of time. If you want more details about the overall plan, please speak to our counselors. Share your details on our website, and somebody from the team will get in touch with you, and we'll talk about this in more detail. But I can tell you that it's a one-of-its-kind program. You will not get this opportunity. For example, you could just book your ticket and go to Dubai on your own, but that could be a travel and tourism thing that you do, right? You're not going to get a chance to interact with professionals or visit companies, which is what the AIBI is all about. And you also, distill learnings with the help of a coach, where you actually learn something as a part of this program. It's not a tourism exercise. It's an exercise in helping you become a better professional. And that, I think, is the lens that you guys need to take when you are going to think about this particular program. Aditya, how can you be a part of the 30-something cohort? Aditya, there is a application form for AIBI. You need to fill that form. We'll get in touch with you and tell you what the next steps are for this. Ayush Kumar is asking, can you talk about AltUni Super 30? So AltUni Super 30, Ayush, deserves a separate live and a separate video. Hopefully we'll share that soon next week. But AltUni Super 30 is a unique program that we have launched, which will select 30 people who will undergo upskilling across 3 to 4 top skills which are required to be a digital business leader. And if you are part of AltUni Super 30 or selected as a part of AltUni Super 30, then you also get a chance to be going to Dubai, and there'll be no cost for people who get selected for AltUni Super 30 over and above the program fees that they pay for the larger upskilling program. How does it blend? I think if you are part of the AltUni Super 30 group, we'll be coaching you for the next 1 year. We have the CHRO of a unicorn who's going to be coaching each and every person who's part of AltUni Super 30. I'll personally also be mentoring the entire batch of AltUni Super 30. Obviously, global exposure is a given, right? If we are going to have 30 of the most promising people in India who will graduate next year, ready to be part of any digital business that exists out there. There are obviously areas like digital marketing, product management, data science, supply chain and operations. We also have an optional upskilling that you could do in finance or HR as a part of AltUni Super 30. But the idea is to give you exposure with paid remote projects. Not only do you learn, but you also get a project which which will pay you when you're working with us as a part of AltUni Super 30. So that is a unique, one of its kind program. We'll probably do a live session on that maybe next weekend. But if you do get selected for AltUni Super 30, then you also get selected for the AltUni International Business Immersion in Dubai. And the immersion is happening on 12th of March. So I recommend that you guys sign up for this as soon as possible. Put in your leaves wherever you need to do in your office, because although it will take only 48 hours for the visas to get processed, but it's better to plan early. We also will have a better idea about who all are coming, and accordingly, I think the learning can begin even before we leave Indian shores. So yeah, I think broadly that's what Satun Dhal is saying. Very good evening, sir. Yes, very good evening, Satun. Lakshay Chaudhary is saying, "Kya halchal?" Bahut badhiya, Lakshay. Hope you are fine as well, Satun. There's an emoji that Archisman has put up, which I have no idea about. But okay, I'm getting older, I guess. So yeah, I think that's broadly, what we have in mind with the AltUni International Business Immersion. Hope to, see you guys there, and be part of this unique program. Why you should sign up for this program, if you were to ask me, I would say that it's one, not something that you will get an opportunity often, because people who work in a company which is based out of India and does not have any foreign operations will never be able to send people abroad unless they go for an offsite, which is not really what we are doing, right? We are not doing a offsite. We are not doing a holiday experience. What we are going to give you is a experience where you will become a better professional and you will build a network, with people who are working in some other region. So you are building a global network, professionally. You are learning something by going and meeting companies which are based abroad, which have operations abroad, right? And the entire process is part of you becoming a better professional. Secondly, life is too short, right? I mean, today you have very few opportunities to congregate as a group in a cohort with people who are like-minded, who are probably working in different companies, doing different kinds of jobs, whom you get to spend, say, 5 days of your life with, learning together, visiting companies, meeting people, interacting with people who are doing very well in their careers. And this ability to, actually carve out 5 days just reflecting on yourself, reflecting on the business world outside, meeting people who have been there, done that, is not something that you will get, very often in your life. Hence, this is a program that actually gives you that chance to at least once in your life, experience it. So I would say that, that's one of the other big reasons why you should be doing it. And thirdly, if you are at some point of time in your life looking to move abroad, then I think it's good to start now, go abroad for a few days, meet people, understand what all goes into building a life abroad. How are Indians who are living there, currently doing? What is it that they are up to at this particular point of time? And accordingly build knowledge and know-how. Like I said, we'll probably also get you a chance to meet some of the immigration consultants based in some of these countries, and maybe they could also guide you. Having said that, the disclaimer is that this is not for you getting jobs abroad. This program is for you to become a better professional. Now, as a byproduct of that, if you do end up cracking a job abroad, we would only be very happy. But I don't want to, give you any false promises, because this is not a program for that. This is a program for experiential learning and improving your horizon, improving the way you think, and getting exposure in a different economy, different market, and a completely different professional group of people. So yeah, at this point, I think I'm just going to stop my sharing. If there are any questions that I can answer, happy to do that. A lot of the stuff is already available on the website and on our brochure. And when you speak to our counselors, they'll be able to share even more details with you. Satun, thank you so much. You are very kind with your words. Okay, so what I'm going to do is maybe wait for 2-3 more minutes and see if there are any more questions that anybody has about this particular international business immersion, and would be happy to answer those. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, guys. All those who were there listening to us today. We'll be back again next week. We'll talk about AltUni Super 30 as a program. We'll also give you an updated version of the AltUni International Business Immersion with a far more detailed plan day-wise when we meet again next week. And hopefully by then, a lot of you would have already enrolled. Because time is running out. Today is already 22nd of Jan. We are leaving on 12th of March. So you need at least 15 to 20 days to ensure that you have your visas and flight tickets, etc. in place. And yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled and excited to be in Dubai. Really looking forward to Conversations Cafe in Dubai as well, because it's a flagship property. We've never gone out of India to do it. This is the first time we are going to be doing that, and really excited about that as well. So yeah, thank you so much, and see you guys next time.